Is Dominic Mysterio cheating on Liv Morgan with 24-year-old WWE star? She reveals the truth. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Dominic Mysterio's relationship with Liv Morgan has experienced its share of ups and downs this year in WWE. Dom had started dating Liv Morgan after ditching Rhea Ripley last year at SummerSlam. He subsequently also roped in Morgan as the Judgment Day member. However, Dom tried to jump ship when Morgan lost her WWE Women's World Championship to Rhea Ripley on the debut episode of Raw on Netflix earlier this year. Rhea Ripley snubbed Dom and instead gave him a riptide. That was the first time fans sensed that Dom could leave Morgan. Even though but they soon gelled up. But once again, things started to fall out of line when Finn Balor roped in former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez into the group. Morgan was against her from the first day, but Balor insisted. And when Liv Morgan got injured in June this year and was out of action, Dominic and Roxanne started to get close. While Dominic didn't exhibit any affection toward Roxanne, the prodigy has tried to woo Dom. In fact, one might never know when Dirty Dom would swerve and start dating Roxanne. The fans have been wondering whether Dirty Dom is dating Roxanne or not. The 24-year-old superstar has now answered the question. During a recent conversation with Scott Johnson at Going Ringside, the prodigy brushed aside all the rumors of dating Dom and instead said that she would never come in the way of Dom and Liv Morgan. Me and him, Dominic Mysterio, have always been buddies. I don't know what people are trying to misconstrue in there, but we're just friends. I would never get in the way of him and his garita. I would never, Perez said. In fact, after Liv Morgan's return at WWE Survivor Series last month, things also started to get well between Morgan and Roxanne. The Miracle Kid has accepted Roxanne into the group, and it now appears that Raquel Rodriguez might soon leave the stable. Big Mommy Cool is eyeing the WWE Women's World Championship, and this could affect things between her and the rest of the group. Dominic Mysterio got injured at a recent WWE event. Dominic Mysterio appeared at the AAA Guerra de Titanes event in Guadalajara this weekend. He teamed up with El Grande Americano to take on Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix in a tag team bout. However, the AAA Mega Champion suffered an injury during the closing stages of the match. According to Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Dom landed awkwardly while taking a DDT from his dad, Rey Mysterio. Alvarez noted that Dom could have suffered a shoulder separation, and this injury could keep him out of action for the next few months. Since this week's episode of Raw was taped, the fans might get to know the status of Dom's injury next week on Raw. If Dominic is taken out of action, then he might also have to vacate the WWE Intercontinental title and the AAA Mega Championship. WWE star acts coy when confronted about alleged relationship with Dominic. Mysterio. WWE star Roxanne Perez has commented on the reality of her relationship with Dominic Mysterio, although in a way some may take as evasive. For a long time, Perez was suspected of being more than friends with the reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion. With Liv Morgan being on a hiatus due to injury until recently, Mysterio looked to be getting a little too close to the former NXT Women's Champion. This would not be the first time that Rey Mysterio's son would have switched from one love interest to another, considering he was previously tied to Rhea Ripley, whom he betrayed to join hand with Liv Morgan. However, Roxanne Perez has been rather tight-lipped about the situation. In a recent appearance on Going Ringside, Perez was asked about her thoughts on the rumors surrounding her and Dominic Mysterio, to which she had a coy response. He is king of the luchadors. He's double champ. I think that's all that's pretty much going on for Dominic Mysterio. He's got his Garita, Liv Morgan. He's got his best friends in the Judgment Day, me, Raquel, JD, Finn, so yeah, said Perez while subtly smiling. The WWE star claims she is just friends with Dominic Mysterio. Roxanne Perez is apparently close to Dominic Mysterio, but only as friends. Adding to her previous comments, Perez explained that she is not responsible for fans cooking up rumors. She also mentioned that she would never get between Dominic and Liv Morgan. Me and him have always been buddies. I don't know what people are trying to misconstrue in there, but we're just friends. I would never get in the way of him and his Garita, Liv Morgan. Whether her words are actually true or if she is actually planning something in secret is something fans will have to simply wait and see. Truth about Dominic Mysterio. WWE star's rumored love affair. Revealed, It was recently rumored that Dominic Mysterio and a WWE star were having an affair. Mysterio's on-screen girlfriend, Liv Morgan, suffered a shoulder injury in June 2025 during a match against Kairi Sane. She was absent from TV for 5 months. Amid her absence, Finn Balor introduced Roxanne Perez in the Judgment Day. Fans then saw Perez try to woo Mysterio with chicken tenders and stuff. This led the fans to speculate that Perez would eventually replace Liv Morgan and become Mysterio's new girlfriend. However, Liv Morgan returned from her hiatus at WWE Survivor Series War Games, where she helped Dirty Dom beat John Cena to win his Intercontinental Championship again. Dominic Mysterio and Roxanne Perez are good friends. In a new interview with Going Ringside, Roxanne Perez was asked about her relationship with Dominic. Perez clarified that there is nothing romantic going on between her and Mysterio. In fact, they are good buddies. He quotes, King of the Luchadors. He's double champ. I think that's pretty much all that's going on for Dominic Mysterio. He's got his Garita, Liv Morgan. He's got his best friends in the Judgment Day, me, Raquel, JD, Finn, so yeah. Me and him, Dominic, have always been buddies. I don't know what people are trying to misconstrue in there, but we're just friends. I would never get in the way of him and his Garita. I would never. According to recent reports, Dominic Mysterio suffered a legitimate shoulder injury during the main event of the Triple A Guerra de Titanes event in Guadalajara, Mexico, on December 20th, 2025. The injury occurred late in a tag team match featuring Dominic and El Grande Americano against Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. He appeared to land awkwardly while receiving a DDT from his father, Rey Mysterio. Make TJR Wrestling your choice for news by clicking here. Roxanne Perez addresses Dominic Mysterio. Speculation following Liv Morgan's return, Roxanne Perez has cleared the air about her relationship with Dominic Mysterio, making it clear that she has no intention of coming between him and Liv Morgan. Before Liv Morgan suffered a shoulder injury in June, WWE teased possible tension involving Roxanne Perez and Morgan. During Morgan's time away, Perez was seen comforting Morgan's boyfriend Dominic on multiple occasions, which led to fan speculation. Now that Liv Morgan has returned to action, the situation has changed. Morgan and Perez have teamed up and set their sights on the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships as part of the Judgment Day. Perez has also made it very clear that she would never interfere in Morgan and Dominic's relationship. Speaking on Going Ringside, Perez addressed the topic directly when asked about the current state of Judgment Day following Morgan's return. "We're on track to get all of our gold back into the Judgment Day clubhouse exactly the way it's supposed to be," Perez said. "I'm so happy that Liv is back and she's healed. And now, with Liv Morgan back, we're stronger than ever." When the conversation shifted to Dominic Mysterio, Perez shut down any rumors quickly. Asked if anything was going on between them, she said, "But what do you mean by that?" He's the king of the luchadors. He's double champ. I think that's all that's pretty much going on for Dominic Mysterio. He's got his Garita. He's got his best friends in the Judgment Day, me, Raquel, JD, Finn. When asked if Dominic was firmly in the friend zone, Perez didn't hesitate. He and I have always been buddies, she said. I don't know what people are trying to misconstrue, but we're just friends. Perez closed the discussion with a clear message, saying she would never cross that line. I would never get in the way of him and his wife. I would never, she said. Read more. Spoiler on latest WWE main roster call-up.